So again, congratulations and welcome to the School of Chemical Sciences here at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. You will be the incoming class of 2019. So congratulations again and welcome. And again, this is going to cover some brief information with regards to what you need to do to start preparing for your registration process coming up this summer. So to begin, I just want to touch again on who we are. So we are the School of Chemical Sciences and Academic Advising. We will be the ones that will support you and guide you through your 4 years. We will help you in terms of your curriculum, whether you decided to go with the specialized curriculum in chemistry, whether you decided to go with the Chemistry, Science, and Letters program, or our more popular option, the Chemical Engineering program, which we do oversee here in the School of Chemical Sciences. Now, academic advising, along with curriculum advice, is also here to guide you along your 4 years. Should you have any personal issues that are affecting you academically, we will be more than happy to provide you with the support that you need and point you in the right direction of the valuable resources here on campus that are available to you, again, during your entire time here. Now, the way academic advising is done here currently at the School of Chemical Sciences is that we split up all the students amongst the 1,300 or so students that we have by last name. Walali Dedo oversees students whose last names are A through G. Todd Spinner oversees students whose last names are O through Z. And me, Arif Fazell. I oversee students whose last names are H through N. We're readily available through email. As you can see, our email contacts are there. Our offices are located right next to each other in the 110 of Noyes Lab, where you will be spending most of your time during your 4 years. And you also have our phone numbers, which do contact us directly to our offices individually. And again, you're free to make appointments with us or contact us in any way for whatever you need. That's what we're here for. So a little bit about myself. So again, I'm Arif Fazell, and again, I'm available and I'm also all over the place when it comes to the internet. So please feel free to link to my LinkedIn account and connect with me. Again, I oversee students whose last names are H through N, and I've been with the School of Chemical Sciences since the end of October back in 2014, and I continue to be involved. I've been with the University of Illinois, though, for about 3 years. I spent a little over 2 years with the School of Molecular and Cellular Biology, which happens to be just across the street from Noyes Lab. Bit of my background: I graduated from the Florida State University with a master's in cell and molecular biology. However, I did also study a lot of chemistry along the way. So I feel like with my background educationally, I'll be able to kind of empathize with a lot of you going through these hardcore science majors and these curriculums. I'll also be able to provide you with some insight with regards to career options and graduate school information. We also have a fantastic career services center right here in Noyes Lab, specifically for you, the students of chemical sciences. I also hold a position as an adjunct instructor with the George Washington University School of Medicine and Health Science. I recently began that new position this past summer, back in July of 2014, and will be continuing to do that. I teach an introductory level molecular biology course for students in the medical lab science program there. Other things that I do, well, I enjoy international travel. I have family from all over the world, from Europe, parts of Asia, Africa, and all the way in Australia. I am also a bit of a technology geek. I do handle and update our website. I also help with our social media. So if you've been following us on Twitter, joined our Facebook pages, a lot of that information has been coming from me. I also love to just maintain my records with students and keep myself organized, all in all, through the use of technology. And I'm a weightlifter. That's the way I kind of de-stress and have fun. is I lift weights and I work out regularly. And again, take advantage of the opportunities that you have here on this campus. You guys have fantastic facilities for such things, such as the ARC and Cersei. So, let's get down to the business here. So, registration. So before you arrive for registration, we stress and we would really like you to get involved and be sure to take the necessary placement exams. So yes, you do have homework during this summer prior to your arrival for registration. What you will need to do is the following. Be sure to take the ALEX Math Placement Test. Again, all these placement exams are done online for your convenience, so you do not have to come to campus to take these. They're all administered online. Now, the ALEX exam is probably one of the more important exams amongst these. The math department is fairly strict in making sure that students meet a minimum score in order to qualify for Calculus 1, 2, or 3, which again, as a student in chemistry, you will need. If you feel like you're going to have AP credit, whether you score 4 or 5 with the Calculus AP exam, it's still a good idea to still take the math placement. Sometimes if you don't meet the scores that you anticipate, at least we have a placement score to again gauge where you will go. And we'll discuss this one-on-one in person during your registration date as well. Students in chemistry and chemical engineering must take the chemistry placement exam, even if you have AP credit, IB, or A-level credit. Again, this is an assessment of your background knowledge in chemistry. If you took AP chemistry, it's still going to be recommended that you take our general chemistry courses here on campus, but you may be able to take our 200 level accelerated general chemistry, which is fantastic and is still going to be rigorous and challenging enough. But your AP background will hopefully provide you with the support that where most of it should hopefully be review and you're learning a few new things along the way. Now, there's also a physics placement exam. Physics must be taken by students who are in our specialized chemistry, thinking about going into chemistry and teaching, so that's our science and letters with a secondary education minor, or the chemical engineering major. Again, we want to assess your physics background and to see if you A, will have credit for any of the physics that you require, and again, physics in these curriculums will be 200 level calculus-based physics, or if you'll be able to start a little bit ahead within physics. Then there's also the foreign language or non-primary language requirement. Any student who has not completed their required foreign language requirement or plans to continue with the language, so if you're interested in pursuing a minor in, say, Spanish, French, or German, then you must take the placement exam for that. Otherwise, if you have 4 years of a language from high school for chemistry, science, and letters, or chemistry and teaching, you're done with foreign language and you do not need to continue or worry about the exam. If you have 3 years of a foreign language from high school and you're going into the specialized chemistry or chemical engineering program, then again, you are done with your foreign language requirement, and again, you do not need to take the exam. So again, 4 years of a foreign language for chemistry, science, and letters, or chemistry and teaching, 3 years of a foreign language from high school in specialized chemistry or chemical engineering. The other most important thing too is to please make sure you have access to your NetID and establish an enterprise ID and set up your passwords for all of these. You will need these for registration in order to register for courses. This information about placement exams and other information that you should know can be found at the following address: admissions.illinois.edu/admitted/checklist_fall.html. Please make sure to review this and take all the necessary exams. These must be done no later than 2 weeks before your arrival. So please, take all exams, math, chemistry, physics, and foreign language if needed, at least 2 weeks prior to your arrival back here on campus for registration. And then on the day itself of registration, once you have set up your registration date, you will attend a meeting with the university in the early morning, probably around 9 a.m., and then you'll visit with the College of LAS, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, which the School of Chemical Sciences is under. You will meet with the deans, and you will hear from housing and other offices, uh, perhaps even financial aid, which again I know a lot of students have questions about, as well as parents. Then, probably around 10:45, 10:30, you will then meet with us, your academic advisors. We will take you, just you, the students, not your parents, and we will basically go through a brief presentation in a fun, interactive way that we hope will be. And we're going to basically discuss with you what to expect, not just for the rest of the day or for registration, but what you can expect within college. We'll talk about study habits and how they are going to have to change from the way you studied and prepared for exams in high school will be significantly different than when you were in high school. So we'll talk about studying habits, time management. We'll talk about various scenarios that may come up during your time here within your 4 years. We'll then also go ahead and talk to you about what kind of courses you'll be expected to be taking your first semester here at the University of Illinois. Then we'll release you for lunch, and then after lunch, probably around 1 or 1:30, you'll come back and meet with us in Noyce Lab, and we will go ahead and register for classes through the online system. It's a great idea if you can beforehand to watch this video on registering for classes. This will really help facilitate that afternoon as well. Now, ideally, if you're able to come in early part of June, for sure you'll be guaranteed spots in your required classes and hopefully some of your general elective classes that you have chosen beforehand or that you may have an idea that you would like to take. If you come a little bit later, you'll still get the required courses. We'll make sure you have seats for those, so your chemistry, your math, and your physics, but your general education courses, you may need to find more backups. And again, that's if you're coming in the later part of June into July. So please take a look at this video and make sure that for this process, you definitely have your NetID, your Enterprise ID, and passwords set up prior to your arrival, because you will need these to register for classes and establish and lock in your schedule for the semester. So again, the video can be found at registrar.illinois.edu/how-to/register. If you have any further questions or concerns, please feel free to email us at scsadvising@illinois.edu or to reach out to us individually. So again, play back this video, review the PowerPoint, and you'll find our individual contact information as well. So again, we look forward to meeting you in person and helping you along the way over the next 4 years. Again, congratulations and welcome to the School of Chemical Sciences.